If you're a manager, if you're a general manager, you report to the CEO. Fire the CEO to the extent that they've got nothing else to do. What they're supposed to go is going out to golf. This is exactly our managers are doing to us. They'll leave you in the office. Boss, I'm going out at 5, at 6. And you leave at the office at 10 p.m. And they're supposed to go and get that money. Pay these people. End of the month, they'll say, boss, rent house, boss. You know, salary is late, so my landlord now wants to chuck me out. But you're the same guy who was leaving at 5. I'm not talking about general employees. I'm talking about management and leadership. But it's happening in our companies, whereby the people, the so-called managers or the so-called leadership, they don't know how to lead. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. It's Jeremy Nyazungu. Welcome to the Vendors Corner, where we talk about everything sales, everything business. But today, I want to talk about entrepreneurship. And I know that you are an entrepreneur. You're a boss somewhere, and this is leadership. I think most of the people, they struggle with management and leadership. I'll tell you, for example, like personally, this is a true story, and I do some sales trainings for companies. So sometimes you can come with the deal. Imagine, I know that most of the entrepreneurs suffer from this. You go to close a deal yourself. You push the deal closes, the client pays. But like, for example, in my team, I'm the only one who is supposed to, probably the client cannot have a sales training without me. Get me, right? For example, if you call me in your company today, I'm supposed to be the one handling your sales training because you prefer me, which is okay. But look at it now. I have a head who is responsible for my trainings. The person who is heading my trainings. So they'll even book a training on Sunday for you. Full day. Then they'll even say Saturday evening, boss, go for the training. And the training is just probably 2 kilometers from your place in the office. And they'll say, boss, go, do the training. Then they'll go and sleep. How many people are suffering from that? So I'll just give it, let me give you an example. Imagine president. Let's say it's a president in your country. Here in Zimbabwe with President Mnangagwa. Imagine him going to farms. He wants to visit farms. Okay, he said, no, Minister of Agriculture, I want to visit. Minister Masuka, I want to visit farms in Mashonaland Central. Then Minister Masuka on Saturday, he even gives a program to say, President, when you get into Mvurwi, Centenary, these are the farms. Yes, this farm is being run by a white man, and this one is by a black man. Then Minister Masuka goes home and play with his kids. And President Mnangagwa with his motorcade straight to the farm. Then on Monday, the minister says, President, how was the farm visit? Imagine. But it's happening in our companies, whereby the people, the so-called managers or the so-called leadership, they don't know how to lead. I was so fascinated when I saw a video on Twitter, on X, the president of Senegal. He was watching soccer. He's young, he's vibrant. I think he probably used to play soccer as well, because I feel like he's more like a soccer player than a president. But anyway, it's a story of another day. Shout out to Senegal. Congratulations for winning the Africa Cup of Nations. I saw him on when he was watching the game with, I don't know, there were a lot of people who were there, and it was visible there were ministers flanking him. You see, some of these ministers, they don't even like soccer. But do you know what? When the president was jumping, they were also jumping. Are you getting it? It's not bootlicking, it's leadership, it's management. Because obviously, imagine the president is watching that game, crucial final, and the minister of sport is saying, President, I made the farm. And the president is saying, come, let's watch this game together. And say, very sorry, Mr. President, I'm with my kids. Imagine. But this is exactly our managers are doing to us. They'll leave you in the office. Boss, I'm going out at 5, at 6. And you leave at the office at 10 p.m. And they're supposed to go and get that money, pay these people. End of the month, they'll say, boss, rent house, boss. Salary is late, so my landlord now wants to chuck me out. But you're the same guy who was leaving at 5. I'm not talking about general employees. I'm talking about management and leadership. People must know that being a leader, especially a middle-level leader, it's very tough. You are a CFO, you are a director somewhere. Cover for your boss. Cover for your boss. Like I've noticed, there's a company which I admire the most. Shout out to West Properties. I've never seen Mr. Kenny Sharp visiting. I don't know if you've seen Mr. Kenny Sharp visiting sites. I know they visit sites. He usually posts visiting sites. He's usually flanked by the chief project officer. He's usually flanked by the chief operating officer, Miss Ellis. They will be there. They'll be available because it's important. Imagine Miss Ellis saying, Mr. Kenny Sharp, go and you give me feedback, because he has good questions. And they're also learning how to be CEO. So that's why it's easy that when Mr. Kenny Sharp is not there, it's easy for Miss Ellis to be the acting CEO because she knows what the CEO likes. That's what is called leadership. If you want to know what is called leadership in management, go to West Properties. You learn a lot. I'm even coming with my guys there also for them to learn. They should learn to step up. When you step up now, when your leader is now flexible to focus on strategy, to focus on opportunities. But when your leader is focused on operations, imagine Mr. Kenny Sharp saying, no, I won't even go to Australia because I want these guys to fix the roof. Imagine. Clients are now complaining. So, but he is a directors. Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be a manager, it's not only about perks. It's not only about the money which you're going to receive. It's about responsibility. It's about taking full responsibility. Cover for your leader. Make sure that your leader is even forgotten that. Make your leader forget about his job. Fire him. If you're a manager, if a general manager, you report to the CEO, fire the CEO to the extent that they've got nothing else to do. What they're supposed to go is going out to golf. And you become relevant. You become important. But if you cannot fire the CEO when he still come to do your job, which means the next thing you're going to be fired yourself. Because why? When you see someone paying you, they are paying you to create time. We are being paid those large packs. You are driving those big cars. Because why? They are buying time so that they can focus on other things. But when they buy time now, I usually say to my guys, you cannot hire a dog and you end up barking yourself. Imagine, you've got 3 good German shepherds. You're being attacked. Or you're being attacked. You're the one now at the forefront and the dogs are barking behind your back. How do you feel? This is exactly what's happening in most of the companies. I know the pain is real, and most of the entrepreneurs, especially in Africa, they are suffering from this. You've got a management, I've noticed some other companies have got chief of everything, but the CEO has got this major signs that you don't have a management. Number 1, your phone is always ringing. After every 3 minutes, the phone is ringing. Projects, now there's an issue. Sales, you're also needed. Marketing, you're supposed to be there. Business development, you're supposed to be there. Operations, you're supposed to be there. Procurement, you're the best person to get into China. Imagine. Are you running a company or you're being run by the company? So first sign, when the phone is always ringing. Secondly, when you're always everywhere. Every department you're supposed to be there. Third, when you put an instruction, you put a system, after 2 weeks, that system is gone. They're no longer doing it. It means you've got a problem. Leadership is a problem. You've got people problem. But I'm saying to my guys who are leading, please come to the party. I like it. What I always refer to him. Shout out to Mr. Douglas Mboweni. I hope one day to meet him and ask him directly how he managed to run Econet to be where it is without the presence of Dr. Strive Masiwa. That's how leaders must step up. Imagine if Mr. Douglas Mboweni was running Econet down. Yes, I know you. I know you. Yes, you are running the company, but depends. You can run it up or down. Are you getting it? So imagine if he was running Econet downwards. Do you think Dr. Strive Masiwa was going to be comfortable living out of Zimbabwe? He was going to come back. He was going to risk it. Because why? There's no way he's going to leave his investments going down the drain. But please, guys, I think Steve Jobs has said, if you hire someone who is talented, don't intervene. Leave them to do whatever they are doing. Make sure if you hire talent, don't tell the talent what to do. But sometimes, with our guys who are coming from our new managers, you have to tell them everything, even how to dress. They can't step up. They can't take full responsibility. Their cars will be dirty. Everything will be just dirty. So they cannot even solve a simple issue. So just know that if all these signs which I've talked about, they are in your company, you're in deep crisis, my brother. You need to change management. You need to look for management somewhere. You need your management to also go for management training. Thank you so much. This is what I had for today. It's a good Thursday. Enjoy your day. Thank you so much. It's Defenders Corner. Jeremiah Zunga.